Race number 5 at Belmont on Saturday will jump at 2:39. It's the Glen Money 80th birthday handicap over 1,400 metres. And in replay, let's have a look at the last start performance of Next Stop the Moon.
And Maribel's under heavy pressure. Next Stop the Moon wobbled away from the inside from Abbey Lane. Heavenly Affair and Kia Ora Star both going up near the inside. And further back is Master Pearl. It's still Next Stop the Moon. Warwick draws the whip on Heavenly Affair. Kia Ora Star's coming between them. Heavenly Affair, Next Stop the Moon. Next Stop the Moon and Heavenly Affair. Kia Ora Star lunging in the middle. Here's a finish coming up ahead, Bobber. Heavenly Affair.
I think sometimes in this game we can get carried away with wins, and Jade McNaught was wonderful last week. She had 6 victories from the 9 races, but I thought she gave the Next Stop the Moon a pretty ordinary ride, and I think that's the reason why Next Stop the Moon was beaten. It didn't go anywhere near fast enough. It was about 4 lengths slower than benchmark to the 600. I think if they'd gone quicker, Next Stop the Moon would have beaten Heavenly Affair and the rest of the field. I'm going to give Jade and Next Stop the Moon a chance to make amends here, and he goes on top. From number 8, Zero Demerits has flown home to win each of his last 2 starts. Dead set low flying at the moment, gets a nice gate here, loves Belmont and loves the distance as well. Number 6, Laurentino was really well supported to win first up. That was his fresh assignment. It beat Kelly Secret by 1.25 lengths. Went off at $5, but you could have got considerably bigger than that, both on the day and in early markets. And then number 1, Valago. Simply can't trust this horse. Probably should be in a madhouse. He's a total nutcase, but he has got ability, and that form behind McEdiff last start is probably okay. McEdiff looked like a Saturday galloper winning on Wednesday. Top selection in race number 5 is number 5, Next Stop the Moon, to beat 8 Zero Demerits, 6 Laurentino and 1 Valago. Race number 6 at Belmont on Saturday will jump at 3:19. It's the Brian Wheeler 90th birthday handicap over 2,000 metres, and we're going to look at the last start performance in replay of Bow Count.
Near the rail, around them wider Astronomite, but it's Bow Count clear with a handy lead. 300 left to go, about 3 in front. Down the outside, Misty Lad. Rhino Buster battling on Astronomite. Back on the inside to Beauty Canas as well. 150 out, Bow Count being swamped. On the outside, Astronomite grabbed it. Witness and Court charging home from well off them. Look at Witness and Court coming at Astronomite. Astronomite, Witness and Court went to it. Oh, it's clawed nearly a dead.
Graduation handicaps don't get much weaker than this, I don't think, and Bow Count, who's down in grade from 64 plus, in which he's finished 2nd, 3rd and 3rd in his last 3 starts, I think he's an absolute special here. He maps the lead pretty easily, and I think his rivals, including the likely favourite Too Close the Sun, are very ordinary indeed. Bow Count will never get a better opportunity to win his 2nd graduation. Goes on top. From number 4, Too Close the Sun. I wanted to sack this horse after his last start performance. He went round at $1.70, and quite simply, his ratings with punting form don't stack up to that type of performance. But this is such a bad race, I've actually got him 2nd pick. Number 2, Truly Gold, was beaten less than 4 lengths in what was a stronger event last start, won by Spiritual Warrior. It's also got form behind Bunker Buster that doesn't match up too well with Too Close the Sun. And then number 14, Proxy. Lucy Warwick has elected to stay with Proxy instead of riding Purist, who she rode to win at 100 to 1 on its last start. I'll take that bit of a nod, but frankly, outside of the top 1, I'm not that interested. Top selection, best bet on the card, number 3, Bow Count, to beat 4, Too Close the Sun, 2, Truly Gold, and 14, Proxy. Race number 7 at Belmont on Saturday will jump at 3:55. It's a fascinating affair. It's the De Sonia handicap over 1,000 metres, and the reason why it's interesting is the one down the bottom. Let's have a look at Some Sort.
Sort led them going easily. Called upon, shot 2 clear now from Specialism. Brave Dream saved up down on the inside, but winding up well. Followed by Rio Del Mar, and further back is Amarillo Rose and is a Bombshell. Some Sort is the leader. On the fence, Brave Dream. Down the outside, Specialism and Rio Del Mar. And back on the inside is a Bombshell coming with a late run. It's Some Sort from Rio Del Mar, and Some Sort does it all of the way.
Adam Durante is one of the best places of horses, not only in Western Australia, but the whole of the country. And I think he's pulled the right rein here with Some Sort. Gets in with just the 52 kilos after the claim for Jade McNaught. Comes out of that decent 3-year-old race on the 7th of September. Maps to lead here. I think it's going to take a lot of catching. A horse on the rise. I think Some Sort is the one to be on here. Number 8, Cryptic Love, is the main danger. William Pike takes over from Chris Parnham. Lost more ground at the start of its last race than the losing margin at the end, was beaten less than a length by Regal Council, and we all know how well that horse is going at the moment. Number 9, Stable Secret, was dominant under Chris Parnham last start. Sasha Starley, who's the daughter of trainer Brad Graham, takes the ride back. She did ride this horse to victory 3 starts ago, and he's in very good form. And then number 6, Dia Della Razza, terrible last start, was beaten 7 lengths, but on his form behind Ice Maker over the 1,000 metres, which is certainly his best trip. He would feature in the finish if he reproduced that effort. Top selection in race number 7 is number 11, Some Sort, to beat 8, Cryptic Love, 9, Stable Secret, and 6, Dia Della Razza. Race number 8 at Belmont on Saturday will jump at 4:25. It's the Crown Perth Handicap over 1,400 metres. Let's have a look at the Goldfields galloper, number 7, Senorita Bonita.
Out about 4 and 5 deep. Major Mambo, Kita Fame behind them. 200 to go. It's Bell's Tower in front. Senorita Bonita. Here's Pims Royale on the outside. Gathering them up very quickly. Pims Royale sprints up, takes the lead from Senorita Bonita. And Pims Royale in a cakewalk sprints away. Pims Royale dashes home by 3.5 seconds. Senorita.
Good race this, and I'm going to go with the on-speed horse from Kalgoorlie. Number 7, Senorita Bonita, gets a jockey upgrade. Christy Bennett loses the ride to Jade McNaught. She's flying at the moment. Drops several kilograms as well. Drops from 62 kilos down to 54.5. That form behind Pims Royale, I think he's pretty good for a race such as this, and will be on the speed. I think we'll take a lock at catching, and at the early prices I've seen, I think he's an each-way bet. Number 7 goes on top. From number 10, Dawn Armada, retains William Pike Services and comes out of what was a relatively high-rating event. It was that one won by Beat the Bell that we saw in one of the earlier replays. Number 6, Spillanova, went close in this grade last start, was only beaten a quarter of a length by Mad Brad. Probably wants a firm track, so check the weather conditions for Spillanova. And then number 3, In Love with Paris, not one of mine, but he's always there or thereabouts in this kind of grade. Has won 4 of its 22 starts and 8 minor placings as well. Top selection in race number 8 is number 7, Senorita Bonita, to beat 10, Dawn Armada, 6, Villanova, and 3, In Love with Paris. Race number 9 at Belmont on Saturday will jump at 5 p.m. It's the best race on the card for mine. It's the Privé Fashion Platform Handicap over 1,200 metres. And in replay, let's have a look at the second of the trials by Alpha Sky.
Caro Capo dropped out last, so Mantime levels up with Wrinkly and now takes the lead. Akinar Stars into clear air, then came Alpha Sky, Frio, Caro Capo down the straight. Mantime bounds clear, Wrinkly's in second spot, running on Akinar Star. Alpha Sky's right down the outside, but with a commanding lead. Mantime getting tired, Akinar Star's getting close, but Mantime doing enough, and Mantime.
Cracking race this. I think you could make a case for several of the contenders. I'm going to go with number 1, Alpha Sky. The basis being that he's probably at his best first up. He tried quite well, and he has raced well at a higher level. He went round in the Bunbury Stakes last time out, was only beaten 3 1/4 lengths by Akinar Star. So he goes on top with a claim for Chloe as a party. Number 4, Floyd, has the winkers off. I thought he was good on his return, and like Alpha Sky, he looks suited on the speed map. I think these two might well dominate the early part of the race. Number 5, Forceful, gets the claim for Jade McNaught, has form around Alpha Sky from last year. Clearly a quality galloper. Just wonder if Forceful might get a little bit too far back first up here. And then number 2, Dutch Spy. He was very good first up. He's been very good in most of his recent runs. The key to him is tempo. If they went fast here, Dutch Spy would be very, very capable of winning. As it is, I think they'll go a little bit slower and he'll only be in the minors. Top selection in race number 9 is number 1, Alpha Sky, to beat 4, Floyd, 5, Forceful, and 2, Dutch Spy. It's now time to give you my best bets on the Belmont card. I think there's a few decent wagers to be had. None better than race number 6, number 3, Bowcount. I think he should be favourite in that race. He's opened up second in the market. And in race number 8, a little bit of value here, number 7, Senorita Bonita. It's easy to stay up to date with everything that's happening at Perth Racing. You can log onto our website or you can follow us on one of our social media channels. Until next time, bye for now.